Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
And you know, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I give my full support to the motion.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
All those who have that opinion say aye.
Aye. So they don't put nothing on split peas. They leave it blank. They don't increase the duty there at all. Somebody likes split peas there. So they give the poor man a break on split peas.
In order to get me out, before my time is up, you would have to nuke this place. Mr. Speaker, I am going to do something here today. And to be clear, I don't like drama here. But I mean, when the drama comes, I don't start war, Mr. Speaker. We never stop war. But when war comes, we'll finish it. And I will finish what I started today, Mr. Speaker.
Two members on the other side, led by the President Minister of Finance, said that I'm an old, frustrated man. So, Speaker, you just look at him and look at me. See, he looks older. Just look at him. I have a free conscience. The poor people not. I do them anything. I walk the street free. The young people are not upsetting them and destroying them. People with their jobs, I'm not affecting them. So inside is free. So I go to sleep and it's not a snore.
In the Caribbean, where they exploit us since the days of slavery. And you come back with this skin, and the Royal Bank of Canada. They like to give them this kind of names, you know. Royal Bank of Canada, the Imperial Bank and all this. Well, we have our local banks now, cooperative bank.
The first response of the minister is to attack the former government. The minister would never deal with the problem. It's the NNP did this, the NNP did this, the NNP did this, the NNP did this. Tell us what the problem is. Answer the problem. And if you want to hit the previous government, hit them. But always the NNP. Quiet, baby, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, we know that we're not going to complete that project. As I said before, it's a big project. So we know in the next term, Mr. Speaker, yes, Mr. Speaker, the next term, we will continue to work to get rid of all pit latrine across St. Andrews Northwest and across Grenada.
Seasoning in boxes. It gone from $102 to $8. And you know, Mr. Speaker, all this thing that they're saying here now, they say no new taxes. The minister stood here and he said, no new taxes. And what he said, those who are concessionary prices. And I tell you, if you make that mistake and allow this new national party to get back into office, if you think that is pressure, you don't see nothing yet.
Cut in salaries of ministers of government.
This might be the most famous piece of change in Grenada today. To put me out of this house, Mr. Speaker, let the whole world see that even in chains, I will deliver what I have to deliver today. And I don't have the keys, you know, Mr. Speaker. You will have to send for the keys.
And they cannot see the minister, Mr. Speaker. In the NNP days, the ministers all over the place. Everything. NNP. NNP is the worst thing in the world. No, you can't see the minister.
You are not really administering the House as you ought to.
Mr. Leader of the Opposition, I would advise you to take your seat.
Mr. Speaker.
My decision is not subject to appeal. I have ruled on the matter. It's just that you have no respect for rules and regulations.
I submit a bill to you.
Mr. Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Leader of the Opposition, please take your seat.
Mr. Speaker, with respect to you, you have crossed the member of the House. You're playing games. You're playing political games with the House. I read a motion on the 15th of February.
I adjourn this House for 5 minutes.
You're playing games. You're playing political games. Bringing mental politics and
We do not have an economic flywheel with such a grand inertia that we could withstand many of these
waves.
I hear now comments talking about we wouldn't get it, and we said we're going to get it in 100 days, and we didn't get it. The same gentleman who's saying that came since 1995.
The fiscal situation in Grenada, based on the IMF calculation, is far more unstable than it was 3.5 years ago.
So when we must regularize this, we must regularize this, everybody. Do everything, man. No responsibility at all.
It's not an opportunity for old talk. I don't see a question here. If there's something that you're taking issue with, you state what your issue is, or you ask him to provide the factual basis for what he's saying. I think it's inappropriate the way in which you have presented it.
They must come in, we must feed them, turn them upside down, make sure they have no more money left in their pocket, and then send them on their way home.